Ah, technology. Okay, so proprioception, I need that because I need to know what is my place in space. Why do we need to have a constant generation for a pain signal?
To let us know something's wrong.
Lets us know something is wrong with the body. That could be a breach to the outside world, such as a cut, okay? Or it could be something wrong with one of my internal organs. So pain needs to pain is how you, some people look at it as a way for us, or the body telling us to not re-injure the area or the tissue any further. So pain, some people believe that, that's why you shouldn't take a lot of pain relievers and stuff like that, because you've got to let the area heal rather than deaden the pain and continue injuring the area. So when we talk about the types of receptors, we're going to find, for example, general senses. The general senses include something such as a thermoreceptor, because that's going to help us with heat. Okay? Thermo meaning, does the body need to adjust by cooling it down or heating it up? Now, what comes to mind for a photoreceptor?
Light.
Light. So now, this is going to be a stimulus for sight. So photoreceptors. Photo meaning light. The area of the body that can deal with this is our eyes. Nociceptor. Ever heard of that one?
Smell.
This is for pain. Nociceptors are the receptors that the body has for pain. Guess where you don't find them?
In the eyes.
Deep tissue. The deeper you go into your skin or your body, the less nerve
Actually, we've got to have a way for our internal organs to let us know. So some of them will, some of them won't.
Brain.
The brain. The brain has no pain receptors. There are no nociceptors in the brain. This is why brain surgery, one of the things they usually need, they need for the person to be awake, okay? The pain is the part where the skin has to be cut, folded over, whatever the case might be, and the bone cut. That's the pain, not the brain itself.
There was a patient that got like a transplant, and he was like going through a lot of pain and stuff. And he no matter how many pain medicine, how much pain medicine they gave him, it's still his pain receptors. He had some kind of condition where his pain receptors were or something with his pain would it was always happening. Even the pain meds wouldn't even touch it.
For the part that got transplanted, the area of the transplant.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did he have a kidney transplant or something like that?
I want to say liver.
Liver. Interesting.
Yeah, he was screaming in pain because his pain was just no, he actually it was.
I wonder if maybe when they did the cuts and so forth, and the transplant and so forth, I wonder if they might have severed some nerves or something that kept the firing signals going.
Well, can't you, even if something isn't painful,
tell you stuff those things.
Oh, sure, yeah. The brain is a very strong control over the body, most definitely. And you can act, well, you know, depending on the biofeedback, pain, what type of pain it is, and so forth. Some people actually use biofeedback to ease the pain. How about I'm sorry.
Where do headaches come from? Like, what part is actually happening?
There's a lot of debate over that, and depending upon the type of headache it is, stress, migraine, tension, that sort of thing, because the headaches actually happen in different areas, okay? So if you think about like a tension headache, that's muscular, all right? So you've got a lot of dealing with the muscular. Tension, stress, I think that's what tends to be through here. I can't remember if that's that too. I think a lot of it is coming down to blood flow. Some headaches, migraines, I don't know, I think they're still a toss-up. They think that some migraines are actually associated with the autonomic nervous system. So that would actually be all of those nerves we just talked about that are running to organs. So it would be based on the nerves from the autonomic nervous system. There's so much debate.
So it's not actually like your head just hurting.
Well, the head's actually hurting. But is it the brain itself or is it the muscles of the skull? Yeah. Yeah. Some headaches, if you just simply, like migraines, some people do good if they can go into a closed area because first of all, they're denying their sight and everything, which is one of the things from any type of stimulation, okay? And that causes the nerves to calm down. And by lying down, and not seeing or anything like that, chances are you're going to be increasing the blood flow to the brain, all this sort of stuff. So it depends on what actually hurt.
Like a concussion.
A concussion, swelling of the brain, yeah, that's going to hurt because somehow there's been some type of shaking of the brain within the cranium. It has bounced on a side, an area, I should say, an area of the skull. And that has actually caused the tissue to swell. The pain itself is from the tissues it encountered, i.e. those meninges. Yeah. So it's really interesting. What about chemoreceptors? What does that make you think about? Chemicals. Huh. What do we mean by chemicals? Well, let's think about if we have to pick up a stimulus that is outside of the body. All right, so taste, smell. These are going to be based on the chemicals that we are encountering. Smell, for example, these are actual molecules in the air. And for us to detect that smell, it actually has to dissolve in our areas of the nose. It's kind of cool. For food, we're going to have to get it to dissolve in the mouth and the tongue. Think about that. That's kind of cool. Mechanoreceptors. Once again, that's a general type. That's one that would deal with pain, pressure, touch, and so forth. We also say that the receptors could be based on what is their origin. What would an exteroceptor make you think about? The outside. So these exteroceptors that could be out here. How about an interoceptor? Internal. Proprioceptors. Place in space. I always think about the joints of my body. Okay? We're going to find out that is going to be connected with our sense of equilibrium, which is in our ears, which is a special sense. We can say that the receptors are general, i.e., general touch, or special, located in the head. For the most part, receptors are relatively simple. We're going to say they can be unencapsulated. What does that make you think about?
Nerve sheet.
All right, we think about a capsule, but now there's no capsule present. Think about a free nerve ending. In pictures that you got from part 1 about the skin, do you remember seeing how some of the nerves just kind of did this number? The nerve endings, okay? Tactile discs. Do you remember those from the integumentary system? They got a little bulb to them. Yes. Okay. Once again, these right here are considered tonic, meaning constantly generating a potential. This is for stuff such as light, touch, okay, textures. I can feel that indentation on this whatever this thing is, okay? Edges. Then, what's the shape of whatever I've got? A lot of it here. Okay? That information was very specific for me to be able to do that. Now, granted, it doesn't mean that if it was sitting in a seat and I didn't see it and I went down and sat down on it, that I wouldn't be able to figure out it was square. Okay? Does everybody see where I'm going with that? But this right here is letting me feel very specific points of this object. And then, of course, our hair receptors, which are around the hair follicle. Kind of cool, all right, especially the ones like on the body. Whoops. What about encapsulated? Now I'm going to have a capsule. It can be wrapped in glial cells. Where are they? What is it? Do what?
What is the connective tissue?
What's a glial cell? Should have learned that hopefully in part 1. These are support cells of the brain. Do you guys remember oligodendrocytes, astrocytes? Those are called glial because glial means support cells found in the brain. What area are my special senses?